Hey guys, I'm Lucy T and you are watching LucyTWWE, my weekly review show where I bestow upon you all of my money opinions on all things WWE. Thank you so much for tuning in and don't forget to subscribe. I shared all of my Money in the Bank opinions on my Instagram stories and have also loaded them here for your viewing pleasure. Here are the top 10 happenings in the WWE this WWE week. Number 10, AJ Styles will be gracing the cover of WWE 2K19, which will be released this upcoming October. Given that he just debuted in WWE like 2 years ago, this is a huge accomplishment. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm literally still picking up my jaw from his last man standing match at Money in the Bank. So congrats to AJ. Also, the queen herself, Miss Charlotte Flair, will be featured in ESPN's upcoming Body issue in the nude. This is a very prestigious accolade, not that kind, and celebrates athletic superior bodies. That comes out next Friday, June 29th, and I am marking my calendar for show. Also, WWE announced just yesterday that they came to terms for a release of Big Cass. Now, something that a lot of people have been noting is that they did not say, "and we wish him well on his future endeavors," which they normally do if they split with the talent in good standing. So a lot of people are wondering like what happened, because honestly his match at Money in the Bank with Daniel Bryan was pretty good and that was 2 days ago. So we'll see what happens with Big Cass, but let me know what you guys think about his release. Number 9, who else is excited for a feud between the B Team and the leaders of the world? Me! Bo Dallas dressed up as Bray Wyatt, and the resemblance was uncanny because, well, they're brothers, IRL. And Curtis Axel does a mean Woken Matt Hardy. Just watch where you're going there, B Team, because you don't want to pull a fashion police and get all caught up in the comedy of it, that you essentially just become jobbers. RIP fashion police. Number 8, WWE is going international and has announced a 2-day UK tournament for a chance to face the UK NXT champion Pete Dunne. And WWE has also announced a Super Showdown to take place in Australia on October 6th. So far in the card, we have Triple H taking on The Undertaker, who I'm pretty sure is like literally 100 years old. So not sure how entertaining that will be, but it can't be any worse than the Greatest Royal Rumble, so there's that. Number 7. So unless you have been living under a rock, by now you know that Carmella has retained her SmackDown Live Women's Championship at Money in the Bank with the help of James Ellsworth, who dressed up as Asuka's evil twin. And he is back for good, we learned on SmackDown Live this week. I love Ellsworth just as much as the next person, but why does he always feel the need to come in and ruin the women's accomplishments? Carmella's accomplishments, I guess, to be exact. Just as I was starting to get really impressed with Carmella's in-ring skills, she couldn't even win the championship on her own, which was really disappointing. What do you guys think of Ellsworth's return? Well, let me know in the comments below. Number 6, speaking of dynamic duos, Bayley and Sasha. Bayley and Sasha. In the words of the other JoJo, baby, it's too little too late. So this week on Raw, we finally had the former BFFs make up just to shove each other again in the ring, and then Bayley followed Sasha out to the car. Again, this was all just too wishy-washy. After a win, Sasha Banks should have taken a chair to Bayley, or I don't know, something more drastic or dramatic to solidify Sasha Banks' heel turn instead of inciting a Team Bayley or Team Sasha mentality. They had a chance to reset this feud for, I don't know, the umpteenth time, and they failed and blew it again. It's like they keep trying to run a hot bubble bath for the WWE Universe, but then they forgot that they let the bathtub running for too long, and we're all just sitting in some like lukewarm bath water with some hairs in it. Number 5, Kevin Owens tried to get on Monster in the Bank Braun Strowman's good side this week and failed miserably. This could have been an interesting alliance, especially given that Kevin Owens made it very clear that this would be a prison bitch sitch and that they would not be helping each other, they would very clearly be using each other. Still a little bit confused as to what Braun could have used Kevin Owens for, but Braun did proceed to just essentially smash and destroy an already very severely injured Kevin Owens. Braun, you need to just go cash that in ASAP to Brock Lesnar's house and bring the Universal title back to WWE. I talk more about this in my Money in the Bank video, but honestly, I was a little bit disappointed that Braun Strowman won Money in the Bank, since he can dominate basically anyone as is. And the briefcase is really meant to give someone an advantage to an opportunity. Number 4, Sanity finally debuted on Smackdown Live this week, and I was getting really excited to see them take on the Usos, yet of course, in true Sanity fashion, they ambushed the Usos before the match even started. And all I can think is, where's Paige? She has been doing a great job as Smackdown Live general manager, and I really liked the way she started it this week with the announcement of the Gauntlet match for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. But this moment between Sanity and the Usos is exactly why we need a general manager, to keep order in the court. Also, speaking of wacky shit, hello, Jeff Hardy. I am here for this feud between an invigorated Jeff Hardy and a feudless and equally bizarre Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 3, Dolph Ziggler dethroned the Kingslayer himself, Seth Rollins, and won the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw this week. Mixed feelings about this because obviously I love Seth Rollins, but at the same time I have had this feeling of, well, you know, shit or get off the pot with Dolph Ziggler. So I'm glad he's finally got something apart from that hunk of a man of Drew McIntyre. By the way, very disappointed in his new wardrobe choice. I hate the sleeveless long rope vest things. I guess we'll only start to see next week what kind of champion Dolph will be. But he can't be as bad as Brock Lesnar, so the bar is set pretty low. Number 2. So Paige set a gauntlet match for the main event of SmackDown Live this week between Samoa Joe, Rusev, The Miz, and representing the New Day, Big E. So basically everyone who was in Money in the Bank. Oh, and Daniel Bryan. Well, because now that Big Cass is gone, Daniel Bryan has no feud or storyline whatsoever. Really happy though that Rusev won, because that man needs a push, especially since his t-shirts are still selling out like hotcakes. Rusev! And he's the best. He's also been in a ton of commercials lately. Have you guys seen them? They're very funny. Anyway, I'm really excited to see AJ Styles' chemistry with Rusev. I mean, it was amazing at the end of SmackDown Live, and I think that they'll pair very nicely together, especially in an Extreme Rules match, and I can only imagine how AJ Styles is going to top his performance at Money in the Bank. And that amazing bit at the end of SmackDown Live with Aiden English did not hurt either. And the number 1 thing that happened in the WWE this week, guys, do not piss off Ronda Rousey. Like, ever. Not only did she do a phenomenal job in her match against Nia Jax at Money in the Bank, but Ronda is definitely living up to her name as the baddest woman on the planet. Her opening segment with Kurt Angle, Alexa Bliss, and half a dozen referees was incredible. Her force is definitely something to be reckoned with, and she's improving every week and proving that she can transform into a WWE superstar and master all the skills that come along with it. I'm really excited for this feud between Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss, and I cannot wait until Ronda Rousey comes back from her suspension. Who won this week? Definitely Monday Night Raw. I loved that Rusev won the Gauntlet match on SmackDown Live, but I gotta give it to my girl Ronda Rousey for stealing the show on Monday Night Raw. Final reminder for my brunch this upcoming Sunday called Brunching Ladies of Wrestling. So if you are a lady and you are 21 and over and you would like to make it to New York City this weekend, please, please, please let me know. We still have some tickets left. That's all the time we have this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe, because I am planning a live episode of LucyTWWE for Saturday, July 28th in honor of 1 year of this YouTube channel. And I'll be giving away tickets to that to those who are subscribed. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE for even more content updates on the live show, Blow, and everything else in between. It's just a little too